Tokyo has changed. After almost 3 years of being closed, Japan finally reopened its borders to tourists in October of 2022. And while this was mostly a time to celebrate, it was also a bittersweet reopening, as many iconic Tokyo spots shuttered their doors for good during COVID. Places like the famous Teamlab Borderless exhibition, Odaiba's Ferris wheel, and even the iconic robot restaurant all permanently closed during the pandemic. Or so we thought. In just a little over a year since Japan reopened for tourism, the country has opened several new unique spots to visit, and even brought some of your most beloved attractions back from the dead. From the opening of Tokyo's biggest anime store, to the brand new Harry Potter Studios tour, to even an entirely new skyscraper full of loads of things to explore, these are just a few of the brand new things to look forward to. So today we're going to explore the best new things you can do in Tokyo for 2024. Get your planning books and notepads out and let's get started. Along with all these new spots opening, there's also a new business in town that can help plan your perfect trip to Japan. And that would be my new business, Hidden Japan Journeys. After years of living in Japan, I have gained a wealth of knowledge about how to easily get around and help plan your Japan trip as efficiently as possible. If you're interested, contact me on my business email, which is located right here, or go to my website, which is located in the description below. Why leave your vacation to Japan up to chance? Contact me today. Alright, now that you know about my new services, let's get back to all those new things to do in Tokyo. Number 7. Animate Ikebukuro. Located in Ikebukuro, the Animate building is one of the newest and biggest things to do if you're looking for all things anime. Opening only a few months ago, this location is now considered the flagship store for the company Animate, towering over 9 stories tall with a different anime theme on every floor. Here you can get all sorts of anime merchandise like gachapon toys, physical copies of your favorite manga, coloring and stencil tools for manga artists, CDs of soundtracks from your favorite animes, and so much more. The only caution I would give about the store is when I mean it has all different types of manga and anime, well, I really mean it has all different types of manga and anime. So yeah, take that as you will and just be aware of that. Also, with it being the flagship store, it hosts anime exhibitions and special events, which you can check out on their website, which I have provided in the description below. If you still can't get enough of all the different anime merchandise you can find at the main store, you can head outside and you'll find an Animate cafe right across the street, which is sure to have anime themed drinks and treats you cannot miss. Animate Ikebukuro is the newest mecca for manga and anime lovers of all kind, and is one of Tokyo's newest icons that you cannot skip. Number 6. Miyashita Park and Nintendo World. With both of these spots located just a quick walk from Shibuya Station, it only made sense to include them together on this list. Saving the best for last, we'll start with Miyashita Park first. But don't be fooled, as this 4-story complex has a lot to offer. First is its unique look. This complex is made almost entirely out of concrete, giving off a very modern and hipster style kind of vibe. Inside, the stores match this same atmosphere, with many shops selling vintage items like vinyl discs and other hipster style products. Aside from the many shopping stores, there are some great restaurants that you can find scattered throughout. And last but not least is the 4th floor, which is the park itself. But like everything else in the store, this isn't the typical park you'd be expecting. Once you make your way to the top, you'll be met with an impressively sized skate park. On the off chance you brought your skateboard or scooter, you could tear up this mini park with some of the Tokyo locals. Okay, I know you probably didn't bring your skateboard or scooter, but hey, it's still a really cool thing to add at the top of a shopping complex. Even if you didn't bring your board, you can try out the rock climbing wall, join a pickup game of volleyball during the spring or summer, or check out the markets they have going on at the northern end of the park. Once you're done shopping at Miyashita, you can walk just a few minutes north and find one of Tokyo's newest and must-visit shops, the Nintendo Store. You'll find the Nintendo Store on the 6th floor of Shibuya Parko. As soon as you hit the 6th floor, you will immediately feel a wave of nostalgia wash over you as you see the Nintendo Store come into view. Greeting you at the entrance is none other than Mario himself, with another iconic character, Link, standing guard right behind him. And for all of you Splatoon and Animal Crossing lovers, don't worry, they have statues of their main characters too. Each character in the store acts as a marker to show you where you can buy merchandise from each of these respective games. Next to Link, you can get trinkets and gifts that are reminiscent of the game Breath of the Wild. Near Mario, you can find all the Mario related apparel, plushies, and Mario-themed bags to take home with you as souvenirs. However, as if this store wasn't enough, you'll find one of Japan's iconic Pokemon centers right next to the Nintendo store. This new Pokemon store will astound you before you even enter, as it shows off an amazing recreation of Mewtwo in his capsule-like state from the original movie. Once you go inside, you can choose from all the latest Pokemon plushies and shop for exclusive items you could only get in the Pokemon store. The only disclaimer I have about these two stores is this: do not come here on a weekend. We showed up on a Sunday to check out these spots, and it was so packed you literally couldn't get into the Nintendo store, and the Pokemon store was so busy the line to buy something was an hour-long wait. So if you're here as a tourist, take advantage of your days off and visit these stores on a weekday. Number 5. Tenbou Park in Sunshine City Mall. Tenbou Park is the newest addition to the already iconic Sunshine City Mall, which is located in Ikebukuro. For anyone that might not know, Sunshine City Mall has been one of Tokyo's most iconic stores for decades due to its several famous shops that you'll find inside. On the 3rd floor of this mall, you'll find Japan's biggest Pokemon Center, home to hundreds of different types of Pokemon merchandise you can take home for a souvenir or give to someone as a gift. Just across the way, you'll find even more Pokemon-themed shops, like this Pikachu-themed bakery and one of Pokemon Go's largest and coolest gyms to do battle in. As if that wasn't enough, also on the 3rd floor, you'll find the world's largest gachapon store, with over 3,000 different capsule machines to choose from, and plenty of small toys here that will make great gifts or souvenirs as well. And these are just a small sample of all the amazing different stores you'll find at Sunshine City Mall. Once you're tired from checking out all the endless shops, you can head over to the newest edition of Sunshine City, Tenbou Park. In order to find this park, all you need to do is look for the signs and arrows for the Sky restaurants, find the elevator, which is essentially in the center of the mall, and then take the elevator up to the 60th floor. Once upstairs, all you need to do is pay a small fee, and now you're in one of Tokyo's newest and most unique observatories. After walking around all those bright and loud stores, you'll find the serene and peaceful park a welcome change of pace. The floor is lined with artificial grass hills that almost make you feel like you're in an actual indoor park. Along with the rolling hills, you can also relax in some therapeutically soft seats as you take in the atmosphere. And if you come during the evening, you'll be met with an astounding view of Tokyo's skyline at night, giving you the perfect mini retreat to unwind after a long day of wandering around Tokyo. Up next is another towering attraction that, unlike Tenbou Park, offers a live and vibrant atmosphere. Number 4. Tokyu Kabukicho Tower. Shinjuku's Kabukicho Tower is one of Tokyo's newest and most exciting adult playgrounds you can easily get lost in. Located in the heart of Kabukicho, you can already tell just how much detail went into designing the building before you even enter. The massive electronic billboard illuminating the front looks like something from Shibuya Crossing, not even to mention the building's design, which by itself is very impressive. Once you climb the escalator and finally get inside, you'll be met with a grand entrance complete with amazing sights and an indoor restaurant complex welcoming you inside. Once past the entrance, you'll find over a dozen mini restaurants condensed together into their own mini shops, each sporting their own theme of food to choose from. And to round out the experience here, there is even a large live stage where you can watch DJs or bands perform in front of you while you enjoy your meal or drink, complimentary of Kabukicho Tower itself. Once you've gotten your fill of great food, you can head up to the 2nd floor, where they have an entire arcade jam-packed with exciting crane machines, virtual reality arcades, and even a massive crane game if you want to show off your skills in front of the crowd. If you continue past all the arcade games, you'll be met with a Pac-Man themed DJ floor, complete with its own Pac-Man store and bar off to the side, and a life-size virtual Pac-Man mixing the music for the lounge area. Continuing your way upstairs, you'll find a brand new virtual reality gaming floor where you can take part in one of the many virtual reality games. They're constantly changing up throughout the year. And finally, on the top floor, you can round out that meal you just had on the 1st floor with the delicious gelato shop you'll find up here. You can choose from the many flavors they have to offer and then enjoy the views from the top while you snack on your gelato treat. Tokyu Kabukicho Tower is a brand new and exciting attraction you can't miss the next time you're in Tokyo. Number 3, the Samurai Restaurant. After 3 long years of anticipation, the robot restaurant has returned under a new name, the Samurai Restaurant. But now I'm sure many of you are wondering, Alex, why did they change the name of the original robot restaurant? Is it still the same experience as before? And the answer to that is yes. Well, kind of. Let me explain. For anyone that might not know, the robot restaurant, which became famous for its absurdly wild yet highly entertaining performances using massive robots in a small space, abruptly closed in 2020 when the pandemic made its unwelcome appearance. But then in May of 2023, they made a surprise reopening, offering the same exciting robots and energetic actors just like before. These are some of the clips I took during its first comeback show back in May of 2023. But although I didn't know it at the time, this first public re-showing of the robot restaurant would be the robot restaurant's last show ever. At least how you see it now. Due to mechanical issues with the robots and dangers with the smaller venue they were performing in, they abruptly closed the show literally the next day after I filmed all of this. But don't worry, after a few months of readjusting, they finally reopened the show under a new name, known as the Samurai Restaurant. This new show is very similar to its predecessor, having the same over-the-top energy and props just like before. However, one of the biggest differences I noticed with the new show compared to the old is that there are much fewer robots. But that doesn't really surprise me, seeing as the whole reason they shut down the restaurant the second time was because of mechanical issues and potential dangers with the cramped stage. But overall, this new performance is still definitely worth a visit, and I recommend going once if you want to experience the new and reimagined robot restaurant. If you want to book a ticket, check the links I provided in the description below. Number 2, Harry Potter Studio. Tokyo's Harry Potter Studio is by far one of the most fascinating new things you can do while visiting this great city, even if you aren't a big Harry Potter fan. Harry Potter Studio is just like the name suggests, showing you all the behind the scenes work that went into making the iconic Harry Potter movie series even possible. This studio will wow even the non-believers of Harry Potter because the sheer scale of how these movies were made will impress anyone that sees it. Here, let me show you why. When you get to the studio, you'll be met with some impressive statues, reflecting some of the Harry Potter universe's most iconic characters. But that is just the start of what is an amazing journey through the complex, as once you make it through the main entrance, you'll instantly be introduced to the magnificent welcoming room. Here, you can see wonderful illustrations of the Harry Potter universe surround you on all sides, with Harry Potter music to complete the atmosphere. Along with the grand entrance, you'll find a replica of the main food hall from Hogwarts on the right and the massive Harry Potter gift shop on your left. But we will get to those in a bit. The main attraction that awaits you is the Harry Potter Studio Tour itself. When you first enter the main tour, you'll be met with 3D clips of iconic scenes from each of the movies, showing a sneak peek of what was going on behind the scenes for each of those iconic shots. After making your way through more iconic posters and works from the movie, you will then be shuttled into the iconic Hogwarts dining hall, where you can see real pieces and props from the movie set itself. Not only that, but you'll be able to see some of the real costumes that were worn by the cast up close. And without spoiling too much, this is only a sample of all the different types of set pieces, props, interactive shows, and much, much more you can see that came straight from the movies. It truly is a fantastic tour, whether you're a fan of the Harry Potter series or not, as it really shows just how much work goes into making these large-scale movies we enjoy today. Once you're done with the studio tour itself, you still have a couple more things to check out. Right as you exit, you'll be met with the gift shop with the typical plushies, wands, and other souvenirs you would expect at a Harry Potter souvenir store. But across the way is a much more impressive sight, and that would be the replica Hogwarts dining hall. Here, you can sample all the different types of treats and drinks just like the ones you saw from the movies and books. Harry Potter Studio is a truly remarkable new location in Tokyo that you simply cannot miss out on. Now, before we get to number 1, I have one honorable mention that I'm sure you will all be excited to hear about. Plus, if you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe button, as it'll really help support the channel, and I would really appreciate your support. Alright, let's get to these final spots. Coming in as an honorable mention is the brand new Teamlab Borderless exhibit. Unlike the robot restaurant, we knew this was going to come back, but we just didn't really have an idea of when it was going to come back. Well, now we finally know, and that is going to be in February February of 2024. So if you're arriving on or after February, you could not have come at a better time, as you will be able to experience the newest and most iconic Teamlab exhibit to ever hit Tokyo. But if you'll be arriving in January, that's not a problem either. There are still plenty of things to see and do at the Teamlab Tokyo Planets exhibit, which is still open right now and over by the Toyosu Fish Market. And if you are wondering where this new Teamlab exhibit will be located, well, don't worry, because I'm about to reveal it, as you'll be able to visit it in my #1 newest spot to visit in Tokyo. #1, Azabudai Hills. Located in Roppongi, this new and stylish spot will have something for everyone. To be honest, I really wasn't expecting to rank this so highly on my list this year, but it exceeded my expectations so much it just had to be put at the top. So let me show you why. For one, the architecture of Azabudai Hills is just astounding, giving the amazing illusion that the building is drooping to the ground from a distant view. The building has more than just unique architecture, however, as the other side of Azabudai Hills is complemented nicely with the abundance of beautiful and structured modern architecture to go along with it. Once you are done appreciating the complex and actually head inside, you'll see the shops match the elegance of the building as well. In the complex, you'll be met with dozens upon dozens of elegant and stylish shops to check out, with some of the world's most upscale clothing and retail stores displaying some great works. Here, you can get excellent suits, high quality furniture and books, dine at some modern restaurants, taste some delicious pastries, and just so much more. And as if all of this wasn't enough, in just a couple of months, one of Tokyo's most iconic artistic exhibits will be reopened just inside, further adding to why you absolutely cannot miss this place. If the variety of shops wasn't enough to impress you, then the sheer size of this complex will blow you away. Even though I mostly did some window shopping at all the stores, I still spent a good hour and a half just going from one end of this complex to the other. And that wasn't even including all the other shops that have yet to open, which I am sure would add another couple hours to exploring this magnificent place. And to top it all off, outside the main shopping plaza, you'll find a magnificent outdoor park that is complete with all different types of food stalls and special markets depending on what time of year it is. Azabudai Hills is a truly impressive shopping complex that exceeded all of my expectations and is a place you definitely need to check out when you visit Tokyo. If you found this video useful and want more of my help of planning your perfect trip to Japan, contact me at my business email or check out my website in the description below. Subscribe for more content about Japan and check out my affiliate links for when you plan your next trip to Japan. Alright, that's gonna do it, and until next time, I'll see you then.